So today we'll be seeing how to configure H2 database with Spring Boot. So H2 database is like an inbuilt in-memory database which is very easy and quick. We can just configure in our Spring Boot application and it will work very easily. Okay. So in order to use H2 in our Spring Boot, we need three dependencies. So the first one is Spring Web, the other is Spring JPA, and the other is H2 database. The H2 database will work only when these three dependencies are present in our project. Okay, so there is two ways of importing H2 in our project. The first way is importing the dependency while creation. So let me show you how to do that. So now we are going to create a new Spring Starter project. So I will give a name like sample h2, something like that. So it's Maven Java 17. So sample h2, demo project for Spring Boot h2 db sample h2. You can give whatever you want. Press next. And this is the first way. Here you can see, right, there will be number of dependency. You just search for each. First one is web, right? So here you can see Spring Web, that is the one dependency. The next one is JPA. You search for Spring Data JPA, and the last one is H2 database. So these three will be requiring for configuring the H2 database. So we got that. Just press next and then finish. So our project is getting built in now. So as you can see, it's building and yeah, it's complete. So if we go to the main, so this is our main class. So yeah, so there is another thing we have to do. We have to configure, right? In order to use a database in an application, we have to configure somewhere. So that configuration is made inside source main resources and then application properties. Inside this, here only we'll be configuring which type of database we'll be using for our application. Since we are using H2, there is some configuration lines. I'll just so these are some configuration lines for H2 database. Here you can see the URL, driver class name, the platform, the console. I'll just copy it. I'll just share you guys this notepad. So let me explain. So here you can see h2 console enabled equal to true and the path. So this will act as the URL for the database, and we are setting the username and password. Just enter these details and save it in your file, and then that's it, guys. So if you run this application, okay, let me run it. Run as Spring Boot app. So you can see the application is started. In order to see the database, we just need to go to Google, and this H2 runs on localhost 8080, then H2 console. This is the path we specified in the properties, right? Here you can see H2 console. So if you go to that website and just give the username and password. User is user, password is password. Test connection, test successful, password, connect. So here this is a database. Okay, if you have any tables, you will be seeing that table under here. Currently we don't have any tables inside, so you are not seeing anything. So this is how you create H2 database with Spring Boot. So I have told, right, there is two ways to create this. We have completed the first one. Let's go to the second one. So I'll just stop this application. So consider a scenario, okay? You built an application already, and you just have to import H2 database into your application. How can you do that? So we can do that by going to the pom.xml file. So this is another application, and this is another. This is the old application. Here you can see these three dependencies are already there. So I'll just cut it. So if it is a normal application, you won't see this three dependency, okay? So you have to manually add those dependencies like this starter web JPA and H2 database. You can find this dependency in Maven official website. You just search for Maven repository, okay? This is the first link. You can just search for H2, whatever dependency you want, and enter. You can see H2 database engine and choose a version. You will get the dependency for the POM XML file. Just copy that and just paste in your Spring application, and then configure in the application properties file. I already configured, and then just run it. You will see the database. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments. Okay, bye.